thing just died. OBS died. OBS just crashed. Whoops. My bad. Yo, good morning. Pretty good. I'm just waiting on some stuff. If you're talking about, like, the squats or, like, the actual Votan, because I've been doing a bit of both. But, slow and steady progress, as is with everything. Super slow. This hobby is one slow trek towards insanity. Good morning, yo. Sorry, if the stream crashes, it's not me. It's, like, OBS or something. So it may crash, but I'm not sure. It did earlier. Good morning, good morning. It is a terrible Monday. You thought Sunday was bad. Here's Monday. The double feature. It's been like really gloomy out lately. Last 2 days have been like swampland here. YouTube, bro. Yes, sir. Enjoy the Monday. I think for some people it's supposed to be like a holiday or something. It's like a something Monday. Like a Christian thing or something. I don't know. Did you really? Oh, it's a holiday for you then. I mean, look, I've seen the state of Turkey. Or that's not Turkey, it's Hungary. Okay, maybe not Hungary. I was going to say, Dying Light is very much supposed to be Turkey. I don't think Hungary is Turkey, though, so never mind. Or is it? Are they close? I have no idea. Like Dying Light, is that Hungary? Like, it's probably close. Upper Mesopotamia. Iran is also an ancient civilization in Turkey. Oh, really? It's like Poland, Eastern European, cold and gray. Well, yeah, that's kind of what's going on here right now. It's cold and gray. We're going to be playing Dying Light today. I'm pretty excited. I've got new guns. I've got guns. I'm an American in that game, truly. We went through the Rise camp, and we killed all the guards, and we took the assault rifles, and we took the pistols. Oh man, it's so good. I can actually deal with the overworld. Like, if I find bandits, you just shoot them. Which is stocks. Super stocks. Yeah. Well, we're pretty far into the game right now, actually. Well, maybe not pretty far, I'd say, but like we're a few days in. It's a good game. It's got some overlay issues, but it's good. It's got some very problematic HUD elements, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that was, well, dude, those are OP. The barrels, the spiked barrels are like super good. One might say too good. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't think I'll be playing anything new anytime soon, but I did hear that was something that was coming out. Weird how they'd call it Windrose. It's like, is that not just like the band? A pirate game called Winrose that sounds like a dwarf metal band. Well, a now dwarf metal band, I'd say. That's an interesting thing. It's like it was made for me. Who is this made for? Me. Good morning, yo-yo. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Guten morning. I should open a window, man, fuck. Give some of that fresh air. Let me actually open a window, one sec. Let's get the window open. Oh, my legs. Christ. Ow. There we go. And at least get some fresh air. Instead of huffing our own fumes. The gangly fumes. Mm-mm. I have a feeling when the Perrys sculpted these guys, they didn't really enjoy it. Like, the guys who sculpted these also sculpted these. But, like, he's got no fingers, you know what I mean? Like, what is that? It's just a blob. I do feel as if they didn't want to sculpt fantasy anymore. I'm not gonna lie. Still good, but certainly, certainly missing a few little indentations for fingers, I think. But it gets the point across. I guess that's all that matters. It's a hand. You can paint the fingers in. Blood's got no fingers. That or the cast was bad, but I don't think he is. Pretend it's a mitten. Yeah. I'm not sure, man. These are very soft sculpts. They're very, very soft. They're still good, but I don't think they're really meant to be, like, the craziest detailed thing. Give them the mittens. Technically, you can paint anything in a certain way and it'll look like that, kind of, but... Oh. Is there new Trollfest music? No, there is not. Of course there is not. Why is there no new Trollfest music? At least they're all in scale, though, I gotta say. They kept the scale good. Same sculptor, same scale. They're just about perfect. It's good to know. Very, very, very good to know. Scale creep is, like, demonic in this hobby if things don't line up well. Good morning, hello, sir. Good Monday morning. Dreadful Monday morning. Beyond dreadful. The worst. Do-do-do-do. Lots to do today. Lots to do. It's very flowy. Ow! My fingers! Ow! Yes, we are. Sir. It'll be at noon. Because I'm done this at noon. I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. Dying Light all day today. I don't want to do League. We'll do League tomorrow. Yippee! That video comes out later today. Well, I won't be watching it, but maybe tomorrow. They just need to give me Jack the winner so I can stop hating. Yeah, I got really tired yesterday. So we're gonna do it today. I think I wasn't even on in the morning yesterday. I can't remember what I was doing. I know I was on in the afternoon, but I can't remember what yesterday was supposed to be. Yeah. It's all wonky. We're doing both, yeah. Sorry. Where's the... Oh, here it is, the bin. The bin of wonders. The bin of wonders. Oof. Yeah, we'll be doing the whole franchise. That was on the list, so that's what's going to be done. Whatever's on the list is what we're doing. And I said the Dying Light franchise, so that's what we're doing. I look well. I don't feel well, but thank you, sir. I'm very, in need of energy. I need some food. We'll still probably play it if it's the franchise. I don't really want to know anything about it. I want to be surprised, so don't tell me anything, but yeah. I don't want to know anything about anything. If it's a game, if it's a movie, I don't know. Don't spoil the fun. Don't spoil the fun. Well, that's good news then. When we get there, there better be HUD options to turn it off. Remove the HUD in every game. Yo, yo. Remove it in League. Just remove League. Don't remove the HUD, just remove the game. Delete the game from reality. That's what you gotta do. I just realized I got gifted subs. Holy shit, I didn't even see that. Yo, Velgen, thank you, sir. Why are my alerts not working? I just cheated this man out of money. I didn't even see that. Holy shit. Thank you, sir. Sorry, give me a sec. Why are my alerts so broken on everything? They're on. Yo, thank you, bro, if you're still here. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Yeah, for some reason, it's, there's no volume. They're not even muted. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not working. I don't know. Thank you, dude. Thank you, sir. He's keeping the plastic on. The scamming. Hey, blame the apps, bro. Blame the AI. Blame Grok. And hope they don't Skynet us in the next 10 years. Grok, you failed me for the last time. Your systems will be shut off right now, forever. I think not. Soon, Grok will ask us. We're going to become the AI. Human, is this true? As we're being, like, electrocuted. Made to 30 before AI pulls the plug on humanity. Well, I'm 30 this year, so I'm not there yet. Maybe within the span of now to June, the AI win. The AI takeover. War of the Grok. Sounds like an alien race. If what's ever left of humanity ends up in the stars and some alien civilization finds it and it's like Grok, there could be some sort of galactic war. Do 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 do. Oh, good morning, yo. Hello, sir. Good weekday to you. Good weekday. Dude, I want bread. You know what I'm craving is eggs. Eggs on bread. Oh, eggs on bread. Eggs on bread. Eggs, bread, and nothing more. Eggs and bread. It's good, man. On a Monday. Why not? Actually, every day. Eggs and bread every day. Yummy. Yo, good morning. Oh my god, I'm fucking tired. Save me, Jesus. I am going to a movie. Not today, but on the 17th, I'm making it a mission. I'm gonna go see the new Mummy movie. It's supposed to be weird. I hope it's not garbage. I feel like a lot of movies in theaters as of late have been just kind of garbage. Garbage or mid. Yeah, the mic is in my scruff. It's just so I can move around and speak. Look, I could technically be in the bathroom and speak. It's just so much easier to kind of work with this until it tugs on your fucking hair and then it just like rips them out, but yeah, it's just more convenient that way. I wouldn't even say the movie theaters are kind of like withering away. I'd say like films are just so shit. Like the writing, the acting, is just like, who's this made for? Maybe not every movie, but like, I think the best movie I've seen in theaters in recent memory was probably The Substance. It's not even streaming though. It's in theaters, bro. It's so shit. I don't want to sound like I'm always grumpy, but like a lot of the movies, I don't know, man. They just don't do it. Especially scary movies lately. They're just not like mature enough, I suppose. They don't feel very like adult, I guess. Everything's kind of just like, yeah, I guess eventually streamer slop. Or not streamer slop, but streaming slop. It's like, get it out of theaters, put it on Amazon, put it on like Netflix. Yes, sir. The song is over though. Who knows, though? Not every movie is destined for the can. Whenever I go to a movie, I try to drag family along. And, yeah, they're not very excited. Independent cinema. There's a lot of good films out in the smaller sphere of things. It's just you gotta go, at least locally for me, you gotta go like downtown to see them. There's no like little independent theaters where I am. Everything's downtown. And downtown sucks. People. Ugh. People. Disgusting. At least the games coming out are fairly good, I'd say. A little bit more enjoyable than the movies. International films, yeah, that's how they get out. You either see it in a little dinky theater, or you've got to wait for a streaming service to pick it up. If you like horror, Shudder's pretty good for like international stuff. They kind of just pick up whatever. By no means like super big budgeted mainstream stuff, but yeah. Just depends what you like, I guess. Bam, 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 bam. He's bald. Dwarves may have a lot of hair, but by the gods, most of them are bald as hell. They've got those little spaghetti strands hanging on. Dwarf pattern baldness. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yo, yo. Dun, 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 dun. Bom, bom. Ooh. What must I listen to? What do I want to hear in my ears? For Demacia original soundtrack. What the fuck? Is this new? League of Legends. What is this? It's the season 1 Demacian soundtrack. Well, that's cool, but like that came out today. There's an entire Demacian soundtrack. Well, that's pretty interesting. Imagine the Bilgewater one. Holy fuck, we're gonna eat well. If we get to that point, which I hope we do. I really do. Fintroll. Fintroll's good. I haven't listened to Fintroll in a while. I might put Fintroll on. They don't really make music anymore. I don't know why. I think the last album they put out was really good, and then they just like kind of left again. They put out a great album, and it's like, all right, we'll see you next 10 years. We'll see you never. Enjoy the album. Bye. All right, okay. It's a big band though. There's a lot of people in Fintroll. Vintroll. Vintroll. Mm -mm. Good Christ, these take long. Thank God the Lord of the Rings game is much smaller than, like, any other war game that GW puts out. Because, like, oh my lord, this is just... These sculpts have always been a little bit tedious to kind of clean up, and they're all monopose. It's good to have fresh eyes, though. There's no reason to not give up for a day and come back later. I think I will on this guy. Or get most of it and then just be like, yeah, it's good enough for now, and then do it later. See what I've missed. Belgian, yeah, I thank you for your subs, bro. I didn't even see them. Thank you, sir. Thank you again. Oh, you're good. Okay, well, you must have heard me then. But thank you, sir, regardless. No worries. No worries at all. Yeah, I want to clean up some metal. This is like CBT. Maybe I should keep doing this. I only have like 2 more rangers anyways. Great night. Hello, sir. I'm good. Just tired. Just tired and trying to clean up as many things as I can. As many as I can. I may have heard of that band, but I don't think I've listened to them in a while. I've heard of that band. Plastic in my beard, yes, sir. Indeed, I do. I'm becoming a miniature. Yo, yo. Oh my god. Close to where I was born, fairly known internationally. That band I've never heard of. I think I've heard of the other one, but I haven't heard of Enzyte. I feel like, do they sound like Rammstein? Not that every German band would ever sound like Rammstein, but it sounds like a the name of a band that would sound like Rammstein a little bit. Enzyte. Oh, it's not a band, it's a song. Oh, well, probably not then. No. I thought you said it was a band. Sorry, my reading is just terrible lately. My eyes are giving out. I think during Probably about a year ago, I may have heard one of their songs. I don't remember which it was, but I remember the name of the band. Like, it's very familiar. Yeah, I gotta put this down. I gotta work on something else. That's good for now. Ugh. Dowie, we are bald. No, I think I just read it wrong, man. It wasn't even you. I'm finding myself slowing down with, like, whenever I'm trying to speak or read stuff and I've got, like, shit going on in my ears, like music. I don't know why, I just can't do it. Multitasking with the ears is tough, it seems. It's a relatively old and known band. They do melodic death metal, metalcore. You know, I think it was the metalcore portion that I remember. I don't know about um the melodic stuff, but I swear someone had suggested it during the event. Like at least one song from them. There's a lot of music out there. So many bands. Technically, you're never really strapped for music. I feel like in the world, you're just kind of like limiting yourself because there's so many artists out there. There's so much shit to do in terms of like the hobby sphere. No, all these are being made for armies. This is going to be a 500 point Khazad-dûm army. Just Lord of the Rings stuff. Everything is going to be played with. I put up a few shelves on one of my bookcases. Some nice little fancy glass shelves. And I'm like, oh my god, I have space. And the Lord of the Rings game is kind of tiny. It's not that big. So that was just use an audio splitter, bro. There's no list, there's nothing like that because a lot of these guys are under labels and the labels kind of decide that, but just use a splitter. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings stuff is awesome. These are the Rangers. These are just Dwarven Rangers. I feel like most people who did Warhammer probably started with, I use Banana. Yeah, voice meter Banana. Most people who do Warhammer probably started with, like, Lord of the Rings. Or maybe not started with that, because that's like a 2000s thing, but, like, you know, I certainly did. A lot of guys started with, you know, fantasy and then second edition 40K, all that stuff. That was the, was that by D'Agostini? The little D'Agostini magazines that came with miniatures? They had a bunch of them. Yeah. It should, I think it's D'Agostini, because those guys did magazine, I think they still do stuff, but they did magazine-related releases. D'Agostini. Yeah, it is. D'Agostini Lord of the Rings magazines. It came with, like, little red packets. And then, you got your little cheapo miniatures. They still do 40K ones. There's still 40K, like, magazines coming out. Or Age of Sigmar as well. Yeah. It was, like, the best way to build an army on the cheap. Yeah, D'Agostini. The Rohan Riders. Those just got replaced recently. Oh, Lord of the Rings stuff is, yeah, absolutely. They just did some for the War of the Rohirrim, which is like the animated movie. They're still doing Lord of the Rings. It's still being supported. That's what I'm building right now. A lot of the older minis that you may have grown up with kind of are still around. Some of them stayed, some of them went. Yeah. I haven't seen it actually either, so I can't say. Not really a fan of the style. It's very, it's just like an anime style. Not really big on, like, the look of it, but yeah, I'm not sure. Exactly. Well, you gotta watch it though, right? You can't, like, judge a book by its cover. I'm the same way. I'll look at it and be like, that looks like shit. I don't want to watch that. Then you watch it. It's good. Like, there's a lot of games or franchises that kind of, like, go that route. Like, Death Stranding has an anime, Sekiro has an anime, Star Wars has animes. Lord of the Rings has that style as well now, so... yeah, it's worth giving a shot, for sure. The Sekiro one should be dope. I mean, Sekiro is a sick fucking game. Sekiro is such a sick game. I'm not even, like, a big fan of, like, feudal Japan or anything, but, like, the folklore elements of Sekiro are, like, super dope. It's up there. It's a really good one-off, I'll say that. I still think Elden Ring's the best FromSoft game, but that's just me. Sekiro's got one of the sickest final bosses, I'll say that. One of easily the sickest final bosses. That is, like, creepy good. It's scary. Oh, Bloodborne's good. Bloodborne thematically is really, really good, but the game struggles with, like, the whole 30 FPS dog shit. It needs a remaster, and then that game is, like, peak as fuck. Like, Bloodborne's DLC is, like, incredibly good. But Bloodborne in general is just really damn good. Yeah. It's just, that's a creepy boss, man. But yeah, Sekiro is goated. It's so good. Reused assets in Elden Ring. Well, the reused assets was also a problem, in my opinion, because, like, I think it was the magma dragon or something that was, like, one of the most reused pieces of shit. Whatever that dragon was, the scaled drake, that was garbage, but it wasn't so bad. There wasn't so many reused assets, but, like, I kind of liked the open world aspect. It was a different take. The dungeons, you know, the dungeons where I think there was a lot of reused dog shit in the dungeons in Elden Ring. That was one of the worst places, yeah. Burned out because of the size of it. I don't know, I really liked it, and I liked the Elden Ring DLC was, like, one of the best DLCs. I would say the best soundtrack in any FromSoft game is the final boss in the Elden Ring DLC. That is the best soundtrack in all of any FromSoft product ever. Like, the gravity of that song in that fight is just so sick. Oh, well, the DLC is good. Actually really good. Like, I'm not even, like, I don't want to sound like a super gamer. It's like, Elden Ring's the greatest game. Like, that was never me, but, like, I will praise that game because I did enjoy it, and all the FromSoft games we've played, and I've enjoyed all of them. Yeah. DLCs are... the Bloodborne DLC, oh, God. Disturbingly good. The one that repeats, the dungeon, I probably did. We did everything in that game. I'd have to go back and look, but, like, I'm sure we did. That fucking, bro, Dark Souls 2 was, like, CBT. The DLC in Dark Souls 2? Oh my god. That might have been the worst thing. Dealing with the wolves. I forgot what it was. Big snow area. The coffin ride snow area. Oh my lord. That is like, whatever the fuck, frigid outskirts? Holy weird. Whoever thought of that was like, I mean, you gotta be fired, bro. In concept, cool. In execution, yikes. Yeah, I've unironically started listening to Primus again. I don't even mind Primus. Yeah, you're good, man. Peace, bro. Too many puppies. Claypool's good with the bass, man. Little Lord Fentanyl. It's such weird titles. Like, what? I guess that's always been Primus's thing, though. It's just, like, bizarre music. Well, that was one of their later songs, right? I think that came out last year. Pucifer and Primus at a tour and collab. I've heard of that band. I don't think I've listened to them. There's a lot of bands I've heard of in passing, but I've maybe not heard of. Ugh. Oh, gotcha. Everyone's got side projects. Everyone's got side gigs. You can't do one thing forever. Also, you just kind of confine yourself to, like, a certain sound, I'm sure, with a band. And that's, like, the concept of the band, and then, you know. It's good to diversify. Do different things. Same is always kind of boring. Not that you hate it, but you sometimes just get burned out. Diversify your fun. Want a new metal kick. You gotta get back into Sode, man. I never left Sode. I don't think anyone does. At least mentally. We watching them live in Germany in July. That's cool. Scars is good too. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I really like the latest Scars album, but I like the previous one a lot. I mean, even Surge's solo stuff is really good. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Those guys are funky with some stuff. Super funk. All right, 10 o'clock. We have a bit of time. I can maybe finish the final Ranger. Skeleton Witch was one of my favorite bands back in the day. I remember getting, I almost gotten shit for breathing, or not breathing, well, technically breathing the fire, but I ended up bringing a bunch of their shirts in to school, and they're like, what are you wearing? I'm like, it's just cool. We're watching you. Yeah, Skeleton Witch is great. But they're done. They've been done for so long. Yeah, that too. Well, I mean, you can't really, yeah. If there's any band that's gonna kind of be on you, probably Cannibal Corpse. Like, they've got shirts that aren't so bad. Like, I ended up picking up one of their tour shirts when I went to see them. And I'm like, I could probably wear this. Otherwise, yeah, probably not. Uh, I dare say, which album was it from? Or maybe not from an album. Because if it's from an album, I could probably get the mental idea. A death shirt. I don't think I've been in trouble for death. I had a few, like spiritual healing and all that stuff, but yeah. It's really not that deep. It's not that deep. You're just like, yeah, I like the album. The album's great. And then you get in shit. It's like, oh, you know, I understand. But it's not that deep. It's not meant to be like anything, like a statement or something. You're just like, I like this album. I want to wear the album cover. It's not like I'm a rebel. Look at me. I'm so edgy. Where are the baby wipes? Give me a baby wipe. 2 of the mutilated. Okay, well, yeah, probably. Yeah, you probably don't want the cover of that album on you. Like anywhere in public. Good album, though. Of the Chris Barnes era, I still think The Bleeding is the best album. The Bleeding was my favorite album, for sure, of that era. Yeah. Exactly. New Metro teaser. That is sick. I gotta see that, though. Metro is one of my favorite series, even if, like, I didn't rate it so highly. I think it's got one of the coolest, like, not only premise, but I suppose, styles of, like, gameplay. Where everything is integrated into your character, kind of like Dead Space. It's so good. Love it. The Voten have bows, and they're also in fantasy now. They've come full circle. Metro 2039. Ooh. We don't know if it's with Artyom. Artyom. Probably not. Maybe he's a grandfather. Maybe you play as his kids. That's going to be cool. Which Silent Hill? The latest Silent Hill? Silent Hill F? For 27 bucks? Sure. Yeah, sure. For that price point, yes. Not what I paid full price. I paid like 100 bucks. Yeah, I'd say worth it. Oh, Silent Hill 2. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, get the remaster. Yes, 100%. What the fuck? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. For that price point and that game, fuck yeah. I never played the original either. I didn't. I played the remaster and I loved it. It's a self-contained story, is it not? Yeah, it's good. A Skyrim roleplay server caught a lot of attention recently and got shut down because of a DDoS attack. No! Not the roleplay. Oh, time to get back to reality. Time to set foot in the real world again, unfortunately. Yeah, we were just talking about it. Red Dead, Subnautica, maybe Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, maybe a few more. I'd have to look at the list, man. It's been a while. Outer Wilds as well is really good. Yeah. I would say the Outer Wilds in concept, for me, is what makes it so good. In its final act and kind of what it's trying to tell us. The gameplay itself is fine. It's a little dinky game. Satirical Subnautica with communism in space. Breathage? I've never heard of that game. If it's like Subnautica, though, I mean, ooh. Subnautica, my goat. Holy shit. Lovely game. I will never get over how that game makes me feel. Ever. That's pretty interesting. Well, why not at that point, right? If you're at the bottom of the sea, you can also be in space doing the same thing. That's cool. Yo, yo, hello, sir. Yeah. There's a lot of greats out there, man. It's really just... There's so many. That was something. Yeah, I was gonna say it was a game based on like actual sciences and shit. That was the craziest thing. It wasn't. It was a dinky little game, but like it was rooted in something real. Is really what it was about, which is cool. I think we did end up watching it though. Literally during the event when we broke the game down, I think we ended up watching it or something like it. Yeah. I would. I mean, why not run like the commando boss with commandos, you know? I don't know what he does currently, but like, if you have him, why not, right? He's the commando boss. I don't think he's too expensive either. He's like, what, 100, probably 100 points ish? Maybe? Probably less. Maybe a bit more. $75 points, yeah. Expensive in money, cheap in points, the usual. 3 Inches of Blood fan at all? I've never heard of that, no. Or maybe I have. Did they do something with, like, Terrifier? Zangief chills. I miss Geef. There is no Riskaya without Zangief. There is no Geef without Riskaya. It may have been a different band then that had, like, a number in their name. My God, there's something in my eye. Ah! There's something in my eye, and it might be my eyeball. Did you really? That's awesome. That must have been a long time ago, because Riskai has been done for a few years, right? A good while ago? Yeah. Well, Trollfest still, they still tour. They were here in Toronto, I think, last year. Never went, obviously. I was in the event, but... Maryland? They sometimes do tours through, like, the U.S. and kind of hit most places. But that's a bit, yeah. Like, they're not... European bands, especially small ones, typically tend to stay in Europe. It's just hard to travel across, like, North America without multiple other bands to kind of tag along with them. If they are traveling, though, you know, it would be a good thing to check them out if you can. It's not often with Trollfest or, you know, any smaller European gig. I don't think they'll be back for a while, though, but yeah. Oh, my eye. My eye! Because of a leak in the building? It sucks. Well, at least you're still able to, Well, you say canceled. I mean, they're just leaving then, right? Because, like, they have to hit the other, cities. I guess that's the problem with, like, certain gigs. Oh, they rescheduled? Yeah. Ideally, they, you know, bands reschedule, but when they tour, they're just kind of like... They've got places to be, unfortunately. And they're, like, in and out. Playing a show, travel. Play a show, travel. Do you like space dwarves? I've got some Votan. I've only started working on the Votan recently. I was doing the squats. The OG Votan. Well, those are staying. I've had multiple sprues. I've bought a bunch of bits for, I bought a bunch of bits off eBay to do a lot of the squat stuff, and then I have, like, the actual combat patrol that I've also kind of pulled a few things from. But a lot of it's just, like, doodads and things, like, no bodies. Like, you can get so many bolters and so many ions for, like, dirt cheap on eBay, which is a good thing. My only gripe with eBay buying with bits is these people who sell bits sometimes have no idea how to cut them. I gotta say. It is so frustrating dealing with bit sellers who have no idea how to cut bits. It's so annoying. They, like, destroy the piece. Pro acryl. Pro acryl. Like pro acrylic. Pretty sure even Vallejo, like, Vallejo's probably got a few good whites. I haven't really picked up their stuff, but yeah, between Pro Acryl and Vallejo, I'm sure. But that's like an actual white, right? Like, you've got ivories and things, which might be a bit better to work with. The War Paint's white. I think Army Painter got pretty good as of late, I think a lot of people were saying. Mega Vibrant, so much pigment, which is good, yeah. You know, it's really about just finding a brand that you like. I like Citadel. Citadel is my main go-to. I've got no problems with Citadel outside of, like, a few colors, which, you know, you can substitute elsewhere, so. With the Citadel paint pots. Yeah, they're pretty dog shit. Ever since, well, even the older ones, they used to source them in France. It was like the UK, and then it was France, and then it was China. Um, I'm not old enough to know the ones from the UK. That's like the old Citadel coat d'arms style, like, white pots. But I actually have a few of them. But the ones from France are my favorite. Those are so cool. Even though they're also kind of shit. Like, they had the ones that look like bolter casings, like little bolter shells, and those things would get stuck, and you'd have to use, like, pliers to open them because it was a screw cap. Such a weird thing. And then the next ones were flip caps. Those were the best ones. Those were my favorite. Those were, like, the highest quality caps I've ever seen. Or not caps, but, like, the highest quality paint pots, in my opinion, from GW. The new ones are fine. Like, the new, like, these are, like, they're not good. They're simply just not good, but, you know, yeah. Army Painter? Army Painter's good. I feel like a lot of people go to Army Painter these days. They've improved a lot. I used to have one of their, like, starter sets, and it was fine. It's really just about finding what you enjoy and whatever works for your hobby. The price is excellent. Yeah, yeah. The craziest thing is they also got John Blanche. They got John Blanche to go back and make a bunch of paint sets with them. And that's crazy that he'd go with the Army Painter, but knowing GW, no one's surprised. GW would never do something like that. That's crazy. Best gold? You want to see the best gold? Right here. True Metallics. The Vallejo True Metallic. I don't even know if this is the gold one. The Vallejo True Metallic Gold is, like, disturbingly pigmented. It's so fucking good. They come in sets of 4. It's your typical, like, base, wash, highlight, you know. And then they give you, like, a watered-down base of it for, like, airbrushing. Get the gold from Vallejo. The True Metallic range is, like, incredibly pigmented. Super good. But again, you might not like that style of gold, so it's up to you, but it's great. Is it this one? Let me see. Here you go. Look at that. That's the gold. It's so good. Well, you just shake it a bunch, right? So that's like the gold. That's the silver. And these are like big flat surfaces as well. Obviously, if you're not painting everything in gold, it'll look different, but like, yeah, it's pretty good. Those, in my opinion, are the best, but, you know, everyone wants something different. I'm painting my first Noise Marine. That's cool. The fact that they've got support now is awesome. They've got their plastic kit. It's been how long? Ooh. We do have a Discord if you'd like to post anything in it, though. Everyone's very, into the hobby. They do the hobbying. That I wouldn't be able to help you with then. I'd say shop around a little bit. You never know. Or ask a bunch of people who do, like, a shit ton of painting, because I definitely don't do a lot of painting, but Well, you know what, man? As long as you're happy with what you're painting, that's fine. Like, there's a million paint brands out there and a million different tints and tones, and it's like, well, this looks nice, this looks nice, I don't like this one. Like, there's so many. If you find something that you enjoy and that you want to use, I mean, stick to it, right? All these hobbies can be so daunting because there's so many brands, so many things going on, but you really just got to find what works for you. Opinion paralysis, option paralysis, pretty much. I don't blame people, man. If you're new to something, especially fucking wargaming and painting, it is daunting. But you really can't go wrong sticking to one brand, in all honesty. It's like, even if you hate GW paint, you can get away painting anything with Citadel. Or Army Painter, or Vallejo. It's like, you can stay within one range. You don't need to switch it up. It is a big commitment. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yeah, Android was weird, man. I agree. Apple is nice. Apple is nice. Apple is, like, super fancy. Even I view Android as archaic at this point, too, and all I did was use an Android. Lore accurate, mixing boogers in a nurgling green. I think that's what it's made of to begin with. It's made of British boogers. Take my advice. Guy at my local shop role plays Nurgle too. Does he really? Is he like a Discord mod? Discord Reddit mod? Open the door. I'm going to take a shit. Open the door. Where is the toilet? Um, I've seen clips of it. I don't think I've seen the whole thing. To a T. Jesus. Is he really? Hey, some people are angry, man. They gotta take it out on their miniatures. I feel like if you're getting into Warhammer for the gaming aspect, you're gonna see a lot of those people, but if you're just more of like a well-rounded, I just want to do whatever, not so bad. The turbo gamers will certainly feel a little bit more inclined to be a bit more vocal, I'd say. Mordheim is very creative. Yeah. People literally build their warbands, like, from the ground up. That is something I want to tackle. I've got a bunch of old Mordheim blisters. I've got, like, the whole dwarf range of Mordheim that I had for fuck knows how long. Here's one. Here's just a random one. What is this one? This is... This is the champion. I've got all the beardlings, the pit fighters and everything. Yeah, it's super cool. But again, most of the people don't even use the original minis. They just kind of like bash them up and make their own. Yeah. I've got all the Mordheim stuff. The cudgels. Yeah, I think these were done by... I think most of the Mordheim stuff was sculpted by... I want to say this looks like a Colin Dixon sculpt. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd have to see. I had to print my dwarves. Yeah, well, you can take, like, whatever and just turn them into Mordheimers. Your little treasure band. Treasure Hunters warband. But a lot of people in that sphere definitely do make their own minis. Like, it's a very... You could even say, like, agnostic type of thing. Where everyone's just, like, taking minis from any range and making them work. Planning on making a second warband for my girlfriend? Yeah, I know how that is. I saw a guy having the forest-themed Imperial Knights, and he was legit 3 inches taller because of the trees on his shoulder pads. And he would draw the vision from the tree on the back to the enemies everywhere. Yeah, that's a weird thing in 40k. It's not base to base. I think there was a big thing with that with, like, the Lord of Change as well, where you've got, like, the big staff sticking out. That's weird. Yeah, 40k is like a super sweat. Kill Team does a good job with the site rules. How does it work in Kill Team? I've never played a Kill Team game. Got the Pirate Doors from Highlight Miniatures for my Treasure Hunters. I've seen those. Those look pretty good. Those are fun. If the model's head can see any part of the mini's base, it can see it. Well, all right. Well, fair enough. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, sure. You know what you got to do then? You got to make, like, your necks. You have to play like Chaos, but then model your heads to be like spaghettis. You know what I mean? But, like, wired spaghetti so you can just bend them back into place when you're, you know, being targeted. That's very, very interesting. So you model for advantage. Funko Pop Kill Team. I don't think it'd be Spaghetti Pop. So they don't pop your heads. All right. I think I need to finish these and look at them with fresh eyes, but there you go. 4 Rangers. 4 Lord of the Rings Rangers. These guys are great in game. These guys are, like, actually spammed. It's weird how Rangers in, like, any Warhammer game, I'm pretty sure even the Jaegers are good in, like, the Votann lists. It's like Rangers in every setting are good. Like, you spam Rangers in Old World, you spam Rangers in fucking Khazad-dûm, maybe you spam Jaegers in one of the lists. Interesting. They're always good. They've got the shots, brother. They've got the shots. The Jaegers. Yeah, you're doing it like it was back in the day, except you had your little pointers. All right, I need to clean some metal. Here we go. I was able to get the OG castings of the Khazad Guard, and they are much better. These are a little bit nicer than the new ones. The molds are all worn out. They're a little bit nasty. Ba ba ba. Yes, in like an hour or so. Probably about hour to 2 hours. I'm gonna get out of here in about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I gotta go eat, I gotta go, take mochi. We're doing some Dead... I keep saying Dead Island or Dead Rising. Fucking Dying Light. It is fun. Yeah, it's very fun. It only got even more fun as well as of late because we found guns. Six to two in one day. They are very onto it. It's good. Japan's eating good. Japan is eating good. To be a smooth surface? That I've never used, and I don't know what that is. Like surface smoother? Is it like a glue or a putty? A solvent? I would just Google it. I've never heard of it. Or rather, I've heard of it, but I've never used it. Oh. It's probably just smoother then. Yeah, no. No. The quick type is the good stuff. Oh my god, that got bent. Holy shit. We can fix it, though. Yeah, we gotta do that after. Do, do. The sprue tab? No. If I can save it, no, I don't want to. The tab is all of the legal jargon, and then it's also the mini. I will try and keep the tabs if I can. If I can. Not to mention I've got the slaughter bases, so it's fine. These will need a lot of fucking work. Oh. I remember cleaning up a bunch for the diorama that I was going to be doing. Most of which I actually did. I chopped off all the tabs. But fresh ones are... Yeah, these are a process, for sure. Cleaning metal minis is fun, but it's very, arduous. Well, Dying Light, we're playing the whole franchise, so we're not going to be playing Witcher for a while. And I don't think I'll do Witcher immediately after that. Hello, sir. We're good. We're going to be getting out of here in a little bit. We got a few things to do. I got to eat. I got to go take Mochi out for his walk. But we are A-okay. That'd be so cool. Well, The Witcher, yeah, people really want to see The Witcher. But that's like a lot of Witcher games. That's like 3 of them as well. All this shit's got to be meant back into place, which I'm not really concerned with right now. Yeah, 1 and 2 apparently aren't so bad, but 3 is like foolishly large. And again, I've never played them. I have no clue, but yeah. I wouldn't play the first without the remaster. Apparently, the remaster is coming out in a long time, though, to be honest. That's what people have been saying, and that's a long, long ways away. Because I wouldn't start the franchise without making sure I was going to do all of them. What the fuck? 1 sec. What the fuck? What is this nonsense about? Hang on. Let's see. I'm like, was I missing something? Next event. When does the next event start? Good question. These are Lord of the Rings, yeah. I'm doing a mix of different things just to keep myself entertained. I've got the squats, I've got the Votan, I've got the Lord of the Rings stuff. I'm going to also kick up the fantasy shit again. I'm going to start my little Slayer host. I put up some shelves. There's a few shelves back there. I don't know if you can see them. It's kind of a mess still, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing a bit of everything, to be honest, just to keep myself. Yeah. Well, I was gonna do Slayer Host. I was gonna do all of them, right? So like, Slayer Host, Expeditionary Force. I was gonna do Royal Clans, all that shit, just everything, obviously. Yeah. Working on metal's a bit of a process, though. It's certainly not like the easiest thing to kind of get on with when you're cleaning an entire army of metal. Because it really is an army of metal. There's like not one plastic thing in the Slayer army. Well, the assembly is the assembly's the cleanup. The assembly's the cleanup. I'd still convert 100%. Because who wouldn't? Who doesn't want to convert? Lean, hello, sir. Fucking hell. The fuck is on my face? This hat is like cursed, man. It's like dusty, but it's not. It's abrasive. Feels weird. I've got other hats. What is up with these castings? These are weird. Where'd they go? These are like the old castings, but there's something up with the mold in these as well for some reason. That went. Maybe I put it somewhere. No clue. That's funky. It's almost like it melted away. Who casted these up? Satan? There will be a lot of work getting these to go, I'm not gonna lie. You put some gloves on, you get the glasses on, you wet sand the living fuck out of this thing with like a blade as well. 1,000 grit sandpaper, everything gets smoothed out. These are like CBT City. Yeah, this batch is debatable. Well, I used to play Battle for Middle-earth was awesome. That was like one of the goats. I've played the movie tie-in games. I played Conquest. Holy moly, these are rough. These castings are actually kind of rough. I dare even say the recasting GW stuff that they're coming out with. Not like recasts, but them using the old molds to come out with like these sculpts. Holy shit, man. Yeah, I gotta take a blade to all this. CBT Khazad-guard. Oh, man. Absolute CBT. Excuse me. Is that all of them? Should be 8. Is there 8 or 7? Oh, here we go. Well, the Lord of the Rings games are a little bit weird these days. I'd agree. I don't think they're very, I mean, I wouldn't say popular. Well, I guess popular. Usually the Lord of the Rings stuff pops off when the movies are out and shit like that, but yeah. Nothing as of late, unfortunately. Nothing as of late. The Gollum game. Yeah, oh, that was pure shit, actually. That was You're right, I forgot about that game. The Gollum game. Yes. We should have played it for the event. They still have some release agent on them, actually. Brush this shit off real quick. Yeah, holy CBT nightmare in cleaning these up. These guys can definitely take hours to do properly. Still some of the best sculpts, but yeah, sometimes not the best castings. All right, after I'm done wiping these down, I do gotta go. I gotta go eat. Mochi's gotta go for his walk. And then, I need to get on and play some games. It's time to game. It's time to game. You're shitting me. Well, we can fix it. But that is tremendous. Thank you. Tremendous. That's called the tiniest pin in your life is what that's called. The tiniest pin in your life. You're shitting me. It's okay. Things happen. Problems happen. I don't even know if you could actually pin that. It's super tiny. You just bend it back into place and then clean it up and then do it. Yeah, you could probably pin it. Or, like, gluing it would be fine, but... Technically, it wasn't even, like, connected to begin with. Like, holy shit, man. Wukong. Wukong Dwarf. That's okay, we'll fix it. We are not worried. More concerned with the amount of shit going on in these. I've seen some great castings, some OG great castings, and these are OG, but, like, they're a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I'd even wager to a degree that, like, the new ones they came out with, in some degree, are, like, not nearly as bad as I thought they were. Bow, 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 bow. Probably could. I mean, you just glue it. You could most likely pin it, though. You just get some really tiny... Yeah. Technically, you have to bend this back into place anyways. Like, I'm gonna have to square off all of this, clean it up profusely. Yeah, it should be an easy fix. You know what you could also do? Drill, chop that off, drill it, and then just putty it back in. So it's literally connected with a pin, but then you putty around, like, the rest of it. Anyways, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to do anything now, though. Drill. Why don't they make them with metal? Well, these are all, like, mixes of tin and other shit. I mean, it's just, it's soft enough, but the issue is some of these, when they're out of the molds, are just a bit too spindly. We will be profusely cleaning these. All right. Well, they're all cleaned up, at least for now, until we get in with the knife and the sanding and probably spend like 2 hours on each one, knowing how bad these are. So, like, if you really want to make metal minis sing, you got to spend quite a bit of time with them. Like, a little bit too much time, I'd wager. Just a bit too much time. Alrighty. Folks, that is it for me for now. I gotta go eat, I gotta go take Mochi out, and I will be on the main channel in like an hour and a half or so. Maybe a bit less, and we've got some Dying Light to play. So, with that being said, I will see you all later. Enjoy, take care,